The Titanic was sailing on the ocean so wide, when suddenly an iceberg appeared at her side. No time to avoid it, the starboard struck hard. The sea rushed in like beasts, tearing hulls apart. The old captain knew that all hope was gone. He locked himself in the bridge to go down with his swan. The musicians all knew they could never escape, so they played the last song as they sealed their fate. Jack and Rose ran to the stern in their flight. They held the railing with all of their might, knowing the longer they stayed out of the sea, the better the chances of living would be. Half the ship sank beneath the dark foam. The circuits all short and no lights to guide them home. Then suddenly the vessel began to break, split right in two with a thunderous quake. Oh, Rose was frozen with terror and dread, but Jack kept encouraging the words that he said. Soon the Titanic completely went down. They were pulled in the current, they thought they would drown. Rose wore a life vest and quickly surfaced. The stranger tried drowning her, his fear was so heartless, but Jack with his swimming skills made it up too. He punched the man hard and pulled Rose on through. They found a debris board floating nearby, but it could hold only one though. Both would try without hesitation. Jack gave her the chance. He stayed in the water in that frozen expanse. A crewman was blowing his whistle for hope. Mrs. Brown urged the others to turn back the boats, but the sailor in charge threatened her with hate. Said one more word and she shared the same fate. Harold alone chose to turn back and say, he cleared out a lifeboat to search for the brave. The minutes passed slowly, the ocean grew still. Most died in the terror and unforgiving chill. Rose was shaking, her body was numb. Jack had reached his limit, his end had come. With his final strength, he encouraged the soul. Winning that ticket was my greatest role. To meet you, to know you, the best thing I've seen. You'll survive this and live out your dreams, I promise, my heart. Finally the rescue boat came to the scene, but the ocean was silent, a graveyard serene. They carefully rowed through the dead floating there. Is anyone living? They called through the air, but only the silence came back as reply. Rose woke to the sound, heard the rescuers cry. She tried to wake Jack, but he'd already gone. His breath had stopped, his life withdrawn. Rose started dying right there in the cold, to stay with her lover and let the sea hold. But then she remembered the promise she made. She had to survive, she couldn't betray. She tried to call out, but her voice was too weak. The boat was too far and too quiet to speak. She let go of Jack's frozen hand at last. I promise I'll live, she said as he passed. Jack sank forever in that ocean so deep. Rose dove in the water, no time left to weep. With her final strength in the Atlantic so cold, she swam to the crewman and blew the life whistle blow.